What's up, people? Welcome back to this world. And as usual, the anonymous stories that we usually react on this channel. And before I, continue, I need to acknowledge one of my best friends, Rashad. Big ups to you, bro. He's the one who has been, highlighting some of the interesting stories for me to react to. And today's story is more annoying, like for real, very, very annoying. And he's the one who has been doing all the work for me. I tend to remove the stories. He tends to send the stories to me to WhatsApp, and that's how I react to them. And I had to give him the give him his due. So thanks, bro. Thanks, bro, once again. And the story today I'm gonna react to, I think, is from Nigeria. A story that really got to me, because our parents are, the people that we really, have to adore, do everything for, they're always the first. Personally, my mom is my first in my life, and she'll always be the first. And this story kind of made me feel bad, about how some men, I don't want to even start it. Let me just, let's get to the story first, then everything else will follow it. Before I continue, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your boy as usual. So yeah, I'm gonna start reading the story now. 33 sorry, I'm a 33-year-old married man. My marriage isn't even a year old yet, but I'm facing a serious crisis. I can't even concentrate at work. I married a very beautiful woman whom I dated for 5 years. During our dating years, she was wonderful. Okay? She loved my family and they loved their back. In fact, my mother was the one who pressured me to marry her quickly so I wouldn't lose her. But just 1 month after our wedding, her attitude completely changed. I hope this story is from Nigeria. I hope I said it in the video before. Yeah, this story is from Nigeria, I think. Yeah. Now she doesn't want any of my family members to visit our home. Meanwhile, her younger sister lives with us. I'm even paying for her school fees. And her mother visits every week, sometimes staying for 14 days at a time. The biggest problem is my mother's health. She's a single mom who sacrificed everything and worked so hard to send me to school. I'm an engineer now, earning between 400,000 K and 480,000 K in Naira, I think. Yeah, 480,000 Naira a month. My wife knows exactly how much I make because we share a joint bank account. Last month I gave my mom only 15K for a medicine, 15,000 Naira for a medicine. and my wife went into a rage. We had a very serious issue. She got so mad that she packed up her bags and left her home to her parents, threatening to file for a divorce. I had to apologize with every effort left in me. She knows that my biggest weakness is the fear of losing her because I love her so much. So she uses divorce to control me. Now I fear for my mother's condition, which has become critical. She needs urgent surgery. I just received my salary and I want to pay for her treatment, but I am terrified that my wife will leave me if I do. I know it sounds crazy, but I can't imagine life without her. At the same time, I can't live with myself if I let something bad happen to my own mom. I'm so confused and torn apart. My 2 sisters dropped out of school just so I could become an engineer. If anything happens to my mom because I refuse to help, they will never forgive me. It feels like my wife is using my love for her against me. My sisters are married too, but both husbands are just struggling with life and barely have enough for their families. But my wife insists they should be the one to bring the money since I've been the one handling almost all the family's financial issues. Please, what should I do? How can I save my mother without destroying my marriage? I just don't know the right step to take. I think then someone stated his opinion. Maybe I think it's the owner of the platform or someone like that. You are still a baby man. That is why you can't make decisions in your home. So I really got no advice for you until you become a man. Yes, communication is good, but not when manipulation and selfishness are involved. For now, let me put my hand on my cheek and wait for the day you will man up. Yeah. This story really got to me, like for real. This story really got to me. It made me question so many things about how some men, how they come across their wives or partners and how they end up marrying them. Because he stated that he met this man for 5 years. Like he dated her for 5 years. And during that time, she was wonderful and everything. And his mom even convinced him, pressured him to marry her. So where do you think he went wrong? Like, where do you think he went wrong that he didn't see these signs from his wife. Obviously, I can tell you, as usual, this thing may this thing may sound like I'm even repeating it, but it's the same thing. It comes down to the same thing. She didn't earn a place in his life again. I can tell you for sure that when they were dating for that 5-year period, he was the one doing everything. He was so infatuated, he was so in love with this woman that he didn't see the errors of her ways. And moreover, one thing about relationship is it's way different from marriage. And marriage is where the true colors tend to surface. In this situation, it did surface. And the heartbreaking part is that his mom. I know so many men are dumb, they are stupid, but when it comes to their mothers, nobody can get in their way. Some men can stand on their feet and be like, no, don't get my mom involved. When it comes to my mom, you will always be second. But guess what? My guy here, it seems like he's still contemplating who he should prioritize, whether it's marriage or his mom. And that's very sad. And it kind of breaks my heart, because I know that your mom will go through all the things she went through. He's even stated that the mom prioritized raising him, even giving him good education just so that he became an engineer. She even had to ignore his 2 sisters just to give him the best of life. And today you are online posting such a story that your wife wants you to ignore your mom. If not, she's going to divorce you, and you love your wife so much. Like, bro, I don't know, I don't know, bro, but if you're going to come across this video, I'm going to ask you one thing. What did your wife do to you that makes you feel like you have to compare in any way, shape, or form to your mom, even closely to your mom? What kind of love can you have for your wife, and what did she do to you? Because I can say, if like your wife did something that was of that great substance that you feel like you can compare it with what your mom did for you, you would have stated it in the story. But nah, she didn't. Maybe you were the one chasing. You invested in a way too much to the extent that you feel like she's your life. Like, she's not part of your life, but she's your world, she's your life, and she knew it from the beginning. And that's why she's dragging you, putting you through all this mess and trouble. And your mom is now even falling victim to all those things. You are contemplating on who you have to prioritize, your mom or your wife. For what purpose? For what purpose? Sometimes we don't want to I don't want to start using some words because it's kind of annoying. Like, your mom is in a critical condition, she needs a surgery, and you're actually doing well for yourself, and you have one, I don't want to start using any words. You have a wife who doesn't seem to even consider your mom. Oh God, she doesn't even see your mom to be someone who needs to be prioritized in some situations. It's not like your mom reached out for food money or some kind of money where health is on the line, and yet you are here telling us that who you're asking us to tell you who should be the most important person in your life. It's very sad, but it still goes down to I'm still going to advise men, like always, men, we have to know the people we take in our lives. The women we actually accept in our life, the women we prioritize, the women we consider as our life partners. I don't know, but where it all went wrong was where this man didn't put her through it. He didn't even process her, observe her in and out. What is she willing to offer? He doesn't know a real character until date. He doesn't know it because till now he's still blinded by the love he has for his wife, and that will cost him more. I can tell you for a fact, even if she ends up not divorcing him, she would definitely divorce him. Even if he ends up resolving the issue with his mom, maybe he manages to secure the money and treats his mom, and he's able to convince her to stay with him. He keeps simping and following the lead. She will still divorce him because women can't stand weak men, and he's showing one of the major signs of a weak man. Allow a woman to actually control you. You are the man of the house, one. Definitely you are the one paying the bills. So why? I don't know, but I just hope, I just wish him all the best, and I hope he will actually reflect on all these things and know where he stands. Some women sometimes as a man, it's better you live a single life, die single, than dealing with some women, because some women are just going to drive you nuts. They can cost you your life or your freedom. They can put you in a whole lot of mess. It's not worth it. It's not worth it as a man to actually go through all this. For what? So yeah, this story kind of made me feel bad. It made me feel bad. We still have such men out there. Anyway, that's just the end of the story, as usual. Kindly like and subscribe to my channel. Comments as usual, such stories. I need to know what people think about it and all that. And I'll catch you once again on the next video. Till we meet again. Thank you. Yeah.